What's up, everybody? It's your favorite white boy back. I'm back. Unfortunately, I'm back. And I'm wearing purple. See this? All this purpleness. We are back to the Scavelli show. We have, these girls I'm about to introduce, and they're right here watching me anyway. So these girls can match my energy. And I run around the house naked 5 times. They do it 10 times. You know? So it's like, girls, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I couldn't hear your laughs. So I was like, I couldn't hear y'all. So we have the Cole twins here, the Justice twins. One plays Wonder Woman, and the other plays Supergirl. And they both can kick my ass in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I'll just lay down. I'll just be in fetal position over here like this. But girls, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm so
ready to be with you right now. Yeah.
Stop! Don't make a white boy blush because I don't have makeup on. So. Don't blush. Don't make me blush. So we have Shaniece and Shanae. If my fingers go right or left, I don't know which way they went. I don't know my right or left people. But one's with the blonde and one's with the black.
Yeah.
That's how I could tell them apart. They would both have black hair. This would be a problem.
Right.
This would be a problem. So girls, I'm wearing my Her Universe, and Shanae is also.
I know, we're twins.
Shaniece, I don't know what you were doing with your life at the time, but
I need to do laundry. Yes.
Me too. My mom will do it for me though. But so Her Universe, how long have you been with Her Universe, girls? And how does the brand ambassadors work? Because I announced it, people applied. If they don't get a call back, should they worry? Or like me, I didn't get a call back. But how does that work? How does the Her Universe community and the brand ambassadors work?
So I'm gonna kick this off. So in 2018, Shanae and I, we always went to San Diego Comic-Con. That was our Super Bowl. I can't wait until it comes back. But in 2018, we went and we saw the Her Universe fashion show, and we both were amazed. Oh my God, this is a beautiful thing that they're doing, and it's beautiful that because what we see all these superhero T-shirts and Star Wars stuff all the time, just on basic stuff. But with them, it's like they elevated it. Yeah, they made it fashionable. They elevated it. Yes, and that's what we loved about it because sometimes with the nerd community they just think this just throw it on male dominated or what have you, and it's no, you can make this stuff cool and adapt it to the stuff that we like. Mm-hmm. So we fell in love instantly, and I'm always if there's something that I really want, I go for it. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. And, so we went from watching it and I said, next year, I want us to walk in the Her Universe fashion show. And so I don't even know how I found the emails. I think I was just on Twitter or constantly looking at the comments to see, if somebody was leaving an email address or what have you. And then finally, after I locked down an email address, or I found one, I just kept emailing every couple of months, the first thing I did was send a media kit, and I have a background in PR, and so I apply it to stuff that Shanae and I do. So I had the media kit, and in it I had all the stuff that because with Her Universe, I looked at the time what they currently had in their collection. And so I said, okay, what do Shanae and I already do that matches what they already highlight in their collection? And so in that kit, I included it so that they already see, oh, wow, they already are associated. They walk the walk, they talk the talk. And the other thing, too, is, a lot of people, they just want to be brand ambassadors just to do it. But if you know that you already represent the brand, then that's going to work into your advantage. Absolutely. So that's what we did when we sent the initial email, was include things that already complemented the brand. Hey, we're already wearing Her Universe stuff. This is a no-brainer for us. Exactly. We're already brand ambassadors without you guys even acknowledging it yet. And so we were, in a sense, manifesting that to happen. Exactly. And so then so then I kept at it. So then finally I got a response, and they said, we'll let you know. And I remembered the timeline of when that I started seeing them promote the Her Universe fashion show. And so during that, the time, like I made sure that I was synced with how they did it the year before, so that we wouldn't be missed, or so that we wouldn't miss out on the opportunity. And then finally we get the email, and they said, you girls we want to book you guys for the fashion show, blah, blah, blah. Because with that, to be honest, they didn't have an audition. They didn't have a casting thing. It honestly was solely us pitching ourselves.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. Like, if you see that they're not doing something, or if you feel like you can see yourself as it, then go ahead and pick yourself, because you never know what will happen. The worst that can happen is them saying no, but at least you can go on with life saying, you know what, I did my best, and if it was for me, it'll be for me, and if not, that's okay. Something else will come about.
Exactly. And the other thing too is, when we saw what was on their page and everybody, we didn't see anybody like that.
Yeah, and that's the other thing
no
too.
Twins.
Yes, there was no twins. And also, we're all about, like, if you see that they're lacking in one area, make it known to them. Like, okay, we see that you don't have twins, or we feel like you can have a little bit more diversity, or even in your case, we see that you need to have a little bit more male, because they also have our universe.
Yeah.
So, hey, look, I think you can elevate in this area, and I could be the perfect person for that. And exactly. So that's where we went. And
yes. And so then once it was locked and loaded, they gave us like the breakdown. And when I say that it was the best experience ever. Like, they are the best people to work with.
Show and the work.
Yes, we had. So go over the flow.
So basically, we ended up getting cast to be.
It's not cast. We
got booked to walk in the Her Universe fashion show, and honestly, it was an incredible experience from top to bottom, because number one, everybody, like, the communication was top tier. Number two, they honed in on what we actually looked.
Yes,
so, like, for me,
they assigned us to
whoever was in charge. They looked at our social media and was like, okay, we see that she likes low-key, she likes Marvel, she likes DC, so let's see what we can find in what we're already presenting for her to walk in. And
they matched her personality too.
So
because I had pink and you had
so for me, I don't know why, but most of the characters that I cosplay are green. So I had just got done cosplaying the Riddler, and so they were like, okay, I think she would be good in a low-key dress. And so for the fashion show, I was walking in Loki. I love that character. I love a green villain. And
then you did it again.
I did it again. Yeah, I did. But
exactly.
So long story short, we walked the Her Universe fashion show.
No, back it up. You have to be so we get it was so detailed. So we get there and we had a full rehearsal day, and they were so great. We were modeling, and the thing that helped Shanae, because Shanae she doesn't wear heels. She don't wear heels.
Let me just tell you something. I don't wear heels, especially with any job that I have. It's kind of like, autonomous work, and I can just wear whatever. And so I don't have to dress to impress. So when they said I had to walk in heels, I was like, well, I'm just going to go by what I saw on RuPaul's Drag Race. And so I ended up walking, and they were like, oh, she's going to be the
example.
I was being used as an example. I was like, it's because of watching all those hours of RuPaul's Drag Race. That's how I know how to walk.
Because now you're walking and you have to make a statement as what you wear.
Yes.
So that was your statement. Everybody like, I would be looking at it like, this girl's out of her mind, but she looks great.
Yes.
So that was good that you did that.
Yes.
I could never do that. I would walk. Yes. I own it when I walk, but I can't do that.
But yeah, it was so great, and just feeling, because Shanae and I were never nervous in front of like all these people or what have you, and like, even there was moments where Shanae and I would just like tear up, and like they fed us, and then they even at the end they paid us, and we weren't even trying, like, in our eyes we didn't even think about
we genuinely wanted to do it.
We genuinely loved the brand and wanted to support them, and so that was like a bonus to us when we got that. And then just even backstage after we both walked, because we walked at separate times too, and so I was able to see Shanae, and then she was able to see me, and then after we walked, I think there's a picture, I'll send it to you, but
we did meet Ashley. We did meet Ashley and introduce ourselves. And then the other thing too is because of how we just it just felt like we were a part of a family, and because of that we were like, we want to continue to be in this family no matter what.
Yeah.
And so
so we kept in contact with them.
Mm-hmm.
So and then it wasn't until so we kept in contact, and then they started sending us stuff. But like, they have all these different collections,
Yes.
but they send us specifically what they know that we're tied to.
Yeah, so basically, before they even announced the brand ambassador program, we were actually like, they were doing like a trial and error with like a few people, just to see what would, what their response would be. And because the response was good, they were like, okay, now let's just open it up and actually have a legit brand ambassador program.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, first of all, it's always a blessing when things that you're already a fan of, that they end up like supporting you. And the good thing about brand the Her Universe brand ambassador program is that it's not just them sending you clothes. They want to share you too, so that your following can grow too.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, since being a part of the program, our followers have increased substantially. And I love that because, sometimes when you're a part of a brand program, they don't really be sharing you, or if they share you on their story, which goes away in 24 hours. Mm-hmm. With Her Universe, they're going to share you so that you can get love too, mm-hmm. And so I think out of all, we have a lot of, partnerships with people, but this is honestly by far the best one because we agree with what it represents, and they're all about sharing the wealth,
Mm-hmm. They are.
Exactly.
I love Her Universe. I really do. It's the best. Like I'm listening to you. That's why I'm just like nodding my head. I'm like, oh my God, it's so nice. Because I'm not part of I am part of the community, even if I'm not a brand ambassador. I could say that. But it's good to hear that people do the brand ambassading, are loved and supported and stuff like that. But some people, I feel like some people get the brand ambassador just for the hype of it. And like I see it and I'm like, there's no males. Like I really haven't seen. I think I saw like 2. Mr. Dibs, if I can.
Hello.
Yes, my friend is calling.
You're popular. Oh. We can't hear you. No.
What about now?
Yes.
Okay. My friend was calling me just to check up on me because my allergies have been killing me. So sorry about that. But yeah, like none of the I don't see any males doing the thing.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think the whole key to our involvement with it is the fact that we were persistent. Like I knew in my heart, like this. There's a lot of brands out there, but I knew that this aligned to what our interests. Yes, our interests, and also what we represent. Yeah,
and the other thing too is, I mean, we follow you on social media. You already embody the brand.
Yeah.
So even
you're consistent.
Yeah, you're consistent with it, and they're going to see that. And so even if they didn't reach out to you yet, they're going to reach out to you.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to reach out to you because you, like I said, you walk the walk, you talk the talk. Some people, they're just like, I want to just have this, just to have this,
And you can tell. And you can tell. That's the other thing too, is like, sometimes what is a story to me is
okay,
go.
No, what I will say is, the people who I don't know who all got chosen, but I know for like the people who started off, like the main, I think it was like 10 people, like all of us, we were already embodying the brand before they even asked us to be a part of the program. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, some people when they go into trying to get a brand a partnership, they're going about it with the wrong motive, and it's like if you look at your history, you don't have anything that represents the brand. Mm-hmm. And so I think, what causes people to stand out is just your track record. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I know for a fact you're going to be a brand ambassador because you have a great track record. Like you see it clearly on your page.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too, is like, the girl who our main person, she's always like,
she's amazing.
She's
Nicole,
great.
Yes.
But she realized after, like, she must have went through our page and she was like, just wanted to double check because I didn't see her on page. you guys like everything but Star Wars. so but at least she saw the consistency of
So like you know even with you, like she's gonna see, okay, he clearly loves Star Wars. Let's just send him Star Wars merch because you know that he's gonna thrive in it, and you know the lingo, you know what you're talking about. You're an expert at it.
Because they tell you when you sign up, like, which one. So I was like, I'm not going to just put Star Wars, but I'll put Marvel, I'll put Disney, but just in case. Because Star Wars is my go-to, but just in case, right? Mm-hmm. But I was like, all right, I filled it out. And then I texted them on Instagram. I was like, did you guys get my application? And she was like, or whoever runs the our universe account was like, yes, I have your application. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Hope I get it. And then they liked it. And then that was it. So
I'm glad responsive.
Haven't heard anything. Yeah.
Not yet. The other thing too is I lost my train of thought. Go ahead, Shaniece.
But yeah, that's something that I noticed is even just like on my timeline with people, you know, saying that some people just want to be partnered with the brand just to act like they're doing busy work, and it's like, but does it make sense though? Does this make sense that you're partnering with this brand, or you just want to, you know, clout, or you know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, because it got to make sense. You know, everything that Shanae and I do, and nothing is steers away from who we are. You know, so on a regular, I mean, I'm sure you see all of our stuff, but it's a consistent thing of superheroes, hip hop in the 80s and 90s, and then chocolate chip cookies. Like it's the same, or Nickelodeon. So it's and Disney. That's it.
No, but you guys are in California, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when I come there for a visit, we're having chocolate chip cookies. We're gonna dress in salt and pepper outfits.
Yeah.
And just start like boom boxing and throwing it back. You know.
Yes.
That's what we're gonna do when I get to California.
Yes. And that's really that. You know, our whole home. Everything in it is all superheroes, and then in my room is the other thing that we love, which is the 80s and 90s. So we have everything in here is us.
Yeah.
One's pepper, one's salt, you know?
Yeah. I'm pepper and she's salt, yeah.
Oh, you girls are adorable.
Oh, you too.
I know I am. I just can't say that, you know. I can say other people, but when they call them to me, I just can't say it, you know. But yeah, so who is your favorite superhero?
Well, my favorite superhero is Wonder Woman. She's been, my character since middle school, you know, because I love what she represents. And I feel like since the years have gone by, she's becoming more and more like her, like how she lives her life. I see it. Like, you know, you have to have those strong figures in your life who encourage you to be better. You know, she's very strong, compassionate. She's very independent. And it's just a lot of traits that I feel like I was going to say all women should strive to have, but I feel like all people should strive to have. You know, it's just not limited to just women. You know, yes, she's an icon for women, but a lot of people look up to her. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you can't go wrong with Wonder Woman. So I'm proud to say that, you know, that I am her. She is me. We are one, you know?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's soul back here.
And something else too is obviously people call us by our nicknames, which is great. And to me, I always get geeked out because I'm like, wow, they call us by this because they know that we've truly embodied this character. Yeah. And in last week's episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Falcon says the symbol means nothing without the person who has the symbol, you know, without the people that make the symbol come alive. And that is exactly what Shanae and I try to do. Like, yeah, people can say, oh, I'm Batman, I'm this and that. But, you know, if you're really going to say that, are you really embodying what this symbol represents? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You know, and like with me, I love Superman and Supergirl. And the crazy thing is I wanted to work in news because I wanted to work in, I guess journalism in general, but because of them, you know, picking stories and being passionate about that. Now, daytime talk is a different realm of that, but it's the same type of thing, mm-hmm. you know. So that is my Clark Kent and Kara Danvers is me working at Access or, you know, any other talk show that I worked on. And then outside of that, I am Supergirl. I'm my character, you know?
Yes. That is awesome that you work with Access and all them. I'm like, girl, please get me on. I'll be like, yes. I'm in here, right here. I'm right here.
Yes. I'll be somewhere. Yeah, for sure.
But I like how you said that you embody the characters. And some people don't do that. Some people put on a costume, take a picture. Okay, time to take off. Like me, I love Star Wars, as you know. I have Baby Yoda in the back. Baby Yoda's over here, everywhere in this room. And Ahsoka Tano's that way. And I love Ahsoka. So I embody a Jedi. Literally, I do. Like I was telling my friends, the friend that just called me, and he's gonna call again eventually. So I was at their house and I was standing in the room folding my arms like this, and I was just standing there, and I'm just looking, and I'm like, I gotta say what I gotta say. I gotta say it. And I asked them, I was like, I embody Ahsoka Tano. I literally have like the face expressions, like if she makes the face expressions, I got them. Like how she holds, like how she folds her arms, how like stand, and I'm like, only if I was a girl, I could have like killed it. Literally killed the costume, killed everything. Now I just make my own. Like if I do a cosplay, it would be just my own name, like Jedi Scavoli or something like that. But yeah, like I embody her and Baby Yoda, even Anakin. I love Anakin.
And you know what? And your profile picture. You know, yes. And something with the cosplay situation, you can. The thing about the cosplay stuff is, you know, with how we operate is we get the basic character, but then we put our own oomph into it, you know, because there's a lot of, like, with all the ones that I've done, like especially when I was at Comic-Con, they were all males, like the Two-Face and the Joker, but I Shaniecified it, you know, because I still was you know, representing the character, but I also, you know, put my own twist to it. And I think that, like with you, that's your character that you know that you embody. Do that. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl. Do that, and then put, you know, your the Chris in it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Chrisify it.
Well done.
Yeah.
That was good, Shaniece. That was good. So I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions. So did you guys watch the Justice League already? The 4-hour one?
So not the new one. We didn't watch the Snyder Cut yet, but I've heard that Wonder Woman kills it in there. And there's a new score for her song. So that's what I'm most looking forward to. I will say that I wasn't really satisfied with the original, but the fact that they have another version, it's like, okay, like clearly
that's promising. Yeah, we're excited about that.
We'll watch it. Yes, we're gonna watch it. You know, I'm solely watching it for Wonder Woman, but I'm excited that they've made improvements.
Yeah.
And it's 4 hours.
Yeah. Yes. We're gonna watch that this weekend. Yeah.
It is 4 hours.
Wait, did you watch it yet?
I did. I watched it at my friend's house. All of us.
Oh, nice.
It took us 8 hours to finish that movie because we talk a lot. So,
yeah.
I don't know if we took 8 hours to finish a movie, then I don't know what we're doing with our lives.
Right.
But, it was really good. I never watched DC really. I just know who Batman is, Robin Hood, like all them. Yeah, I know like all the characters, really, Wonder Woman, Superman, them, but I never really watched the movies. But I watched Justice League because everybody was like, yeah, watch it, we're all gonna do it. It was really good. So you'll enjoy the 4 hours.
Nice.
It's all action. I think I can say it's action packed.
Nice.
So you embody the 80s and 90s. Who are your favorite from the 80s and 90s? I know Salt and Pepper, but that might be it. But who are your favorite from the 80s and 90s to like, not cosplay, but like put on a little outfit and dance around and you think that's them, if that makes sense?
Well, our number one, and we always get this a lot anyway too, but Salt and Pepper, we obviously look up to them. And then what we realize is like all the people that we look up to, we act like it's crazy how we are alike. You know, like even with Kid and Play, how they interact is
normally the duos.
The duos. Yeah. Fresh Prince, we're heavily influenced by Will. And then there's people that we like separately. Like for me, I'm a huge Madonna fan and Paula Abdul fan.
Okay.
And she
I love Selena
and Sade.
and Sade. Yes.
Selena, the Spanish singer, not Selena Gomez, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like her. She's nice. She's so nice.
Yay. But yeah, like the other thing that really attracts us to the 80s and 90s is the fact that they had fun. You know, really,
they were genuine.
Yes, I feel like they wanted to just make great music, and it was like a family. Like there was really no competition at the time. Now it's kind of like I can't even name a current hip hop song, honestly, that I actually like. You know, I feel like the songs that are hot, they're hot for a second, and that's it. With 80s and 90s music, it's timeless music. Like you can listen to that anytime.
And they told it was storytelling. You know, like when they weren't talking about material items or anything like that, they were telling a story. Like even just like, I mean, if you think about Fresh Prince, he talked about parents just to understand all the situations that
relatable stuff.
Exactly, you know, and Slick Rick, like
all the time. Yeah, like I think there was a recently a rapper came out with something. I was listening to it after 2 seconds. I was like, what the heck is he talking about? I don't even feel right in my heart. Listen to this, you know. So I mean, times are different, but you know, it's like I'm not going to I can choose what music I want to listen to. I'm going to listen to that and feel good. I'm not trying to listen to someone killing someone. There's no time for that.
That era, those eras, they bring us the most joy.
Yeah,
you know, even just like us. I mean, you know, the Out of the Box thing came out, or it went viral, and that put a smile on our face because we're like, wow, that was a great time. We remember that. Like I don't know, it just brings happiness whenever we see things associated with those eras. And the other thing too is they set the standard. You know, a lot of people they forget, you know, who came before and who really laid out that foundation. You know, it was hard for the hip hop people just to even break into MTV in general. You know, now obviously it's all easy and stuff, but like they really had it the hardest, but they remained the most positive.
Yes.
You know,
and like I'm going to school for music tech, so like a singer, songwriter, and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, like hip hop, I really don't listen to to this day and age. Like I listen to pop or R&B. My favorite artist is Tori Kelly. I don't know if you know who that is.
I did her a couple times. Yeah.
Love her.
Great.
But yeah, it's like I was listening to my friend put it in the car. Straight Up Menace. Do you know that song?
I heard of it. Yeah. Who sings that again?
I have no clue.
Straight Up Menace.
I would have to look at my Spotify, but I can't check that now. But after the show, I'll get you that. But yeah, it was real rap. It was like him just speaking like poetry. Like this day and age, like they rap about this one, that one, whose girl did it, what's that, what cocaine they sniffed that day.
Yeah,
like, it's not my cup of tea.
Right.
It's not. So one more question before I let you girls go. I know, sadness in our heart. So Shaniece, I saw that you interviewed Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, how was that? I would have died and then came back to life.
It was fantastic. And you want to know something? Because some people will just say questions in interview. But what I always am, it's better if they know that you genuinely are excited for them and you're a fan. It really makes a difference. And before I even did the interview, I follow a lot of nerd pages and stuff like that. And this particular one, they were posting like some of the interviews that they already did, and I saw their faces on, like, because you see the main image of whatever the article is, and they were all like this. You know, I'll send you some of the stuff afterwards, but I was like, oh my god, and you know, you can, like, body language is everything, you know, and I was like, oh man, like there was no engagement, like these people, they were just doing the interview and stuff like that. And I said, well, that's definitely not going to happen to me. So that's why I, you know, off the bat, I told them how excited I was. And it really just changed the whole trajectory. Yeah, exactly. Because the other interviews, like, we're waiting when, you know, we get into this junket, we're waiting for our turn. And so they'll say, okay, Entertainment Tonight, you're up next, blah, blah, blah. You know, so we never know what mood they're going to be in, depending on whatever that was said in the previous interview. You know, but all I knew is no matter what, I'm always myself, and that always reads well on camera. And so for them to be, excited to see me excited, it made the whole interview great, and so they were excited to tell me stuff. And I was, I think they might have posted the whole thing online somewhere, but yeah, it was a beautiful moment, because they do interviews, they do hundreds of interviews, and so to see that difference in to have me come and be excited and stuff like that, I know for a fact that made their day, and also the other thing too is a lot of the people that interview are not nerds. Like, they're just reporters or hosts that just are assigned to these things. The only other person that I know that is just as nerdy as me is Brandon from comicbook.com. BD.
Okay.
Yeah, because we get it. Obviously this is our world. But yeah, it makes a difference when you are knowledgeable about the particular show or comics or what have you.
Yeah, or just a fan. Like, you could tell they're a true fan.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
When I saw your interview, I was like, her energy. That's why I posted that.
Yeah.
I was like, her energy's outmatched, because I would have done it too, but I would have been hesitant, because I don't know how actors are, how people are in real life. You don't know. So when I do an interview with somebody like you girls, I'm a little hesitant, because I'm like, okay, will they laugh when I make a joke? Or if I say something, but it's not in the wrong way, but they take it as the wrong way.
Right, exactly.
So when you interviewed them, I was like, her energy is outmatched. But I'm like, will Sebastian and what's the other actor's name?
Anthony.
Anthony. Okay, I thought it was something else. Anthony and Sebastian. Well, even Anthony made fun of you a little. He was like,
yeah.
I was like,
that's the other thing too is I always when I know that I can make somebody laugh, then I'm like, okay, I got to them. You know what I mean? I moved them in some way. And the other thing too,
you broke the ice.
Yes, and the other thing too is normally I would when I did Wonder Woman, I dressed up when I did the interviews. I dressed up as Cheetah.
She couldn't touch Wonder Woman because that's me.
Yeah. And so when I popped up on the screen, Kristen, her reaction was like, "Oh my god!" Because what host is gonna be dressing up like them unless you actually are a nerd yourself, Yeah. So that always is exciting for them to see that, because it's different, and even Harley Quinn, before the pandemic, I did the premiere for Birds of Prey, and I was the only person on that reporter line that was dressed up, and everybody was like, oh, because it's I'm happy. This is a fun thing. I love it. This is, and this goes back to what we were saying in the beginning is just organically being yourself. Mm-hmm. Because if I wasn't my authentic self, and if my job didn't know I was obsessed with this stuff, they wouldn't be assigning me to this. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, before I got to Access, they did not have a space for that nerdy stuff. They weren't really doing interviews. They didn't even have a thing at Comic-Con, because there wasn't anybody that was pushing for that type of genre, and one day, I think I went into the EP's office. I said, "Hey, are you guys going to be at Comic-Con?" And they were like, "No, we don't usually cover it. If anything, they'll do if a big thing happens, then they'll do a quick hit and then move it on." Mm-hmm. But they weren't really interested in that. And then here they see me, with the stuff all over my desk, and me getting excited and noticing that all my pictures center around superheroes and the 80s and 90s stuff. And then they started assigning me accordingly. And so now, since I've been there, I literally do every single thing associated with superheroes. And that would have never happened if they wouldn't have seen my genuine love and passion for that community. Mm-hmm. So we have our passion, and your passion can create opportunities for you, because it honestly truly did for me. I wouldn't have thought, I went into this job not even thinking that I was going to be able to superheroes or anything like that. But it was because I stayed true to who I was. Mm-hmm. And to them, that was fresh, and they hadn't seen anything like it. And that's why I'm grateful for all of these, opportunities. I'm the go-to. They literally call me the superhero expert, you know, on that show. Like, so, you know, and if they have questions about anything, like they asked me about it, you know, so I'm so grateful. But yeah, it's solely because I was true to myself. And when you are true to yourself, opportunities will just come to you, you know? So you already embody the Star Wars thing in her universe or whatever. So everything is just going to come when it's supposed to, because you've been consistent, and we see your love and passion in everything that you post.
Oh, I love you girls. Can I just say, don't cry. If you cry again, Shaniece, I'm coming over here and I'm giving you a hug because I can't help it. But when I see you in California and I hear your voice across the California street lines, I go, she's here somewhere. I gotta find her. But girls, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. You're a great interviewer.
I really appreciate you girls doing this. I know you girls are busy. I love what you stand for. You girls are so talented in different ways, and each way is similar to others. You girls are sisters too. I would get confused. That's what I if you didn't have the blonde Shaniece and you didn't have the this interview would not go as planned. So yeah, you girls are amazing, inspirational. I love what you girls are doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please keep doing what you're doing because it puts a smile on my face when I see your post. It really does. I go, oh my god, it's I was like, look at them dancing with their pepper and salt. Like I'm just about to get pepper in my house and salt and just put it together and like. But yes, girls, keep up what you're doing. Where can everybody find you on the social medias?
You can find us on our individual Instagrams. It's Wonder Woman and Superwoman Superfly. And then also on YouTube, it's the Cole Twins, and TikTok, it's the Cole Twins.
Okay. Now, guys, you know where to get me because, yeah, I'm too old for this. But yes, I will put every link in where you can follow the girls. And yes, guys, thank you for joining me on the Scavolitano Show. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Scavolitano Show. Give it a like. And guys, may the force be with you always. Girls, I'll see you soon because I'm going to end it and I'll talk to you very soon, okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what.